Watch this video at your own risk, because after watching it, you might transform into a person who no longer cares about what others think or say about you. Ready? Let's dive in. In 300 BC, in the city of Cyprus, there lived a wealthy trader named Zeno. One day, Zeno was on a journey from Phoenicia to Piraeus. The voyage started smoothly, but out of nowhere, a fierce storm struck and his ship sank. Along with it, Zeno lost everything he had worked for his entire life. The man who was once immensely rich became destitute in an instant. Now imagine yourself in Zeno's place. How would you react? Would you explode with anger, break down in sadness, or feel that life had betrayed you? These reactions are natural, but not for Zeno, because Zeno was the father of Stoicism. A small change in your thinking can create significant changes in your life. Zeno said, "What's done is done." He didn't waste time grieving or lamenting over things beyond his control. Instead, he kept his mind calm and focused. This is the essence of Stoicism. Don't mourn over things you can't control. Inspired by the teachings of Socrates and other philosophers, Zeno developed Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us we cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. Today, many people misunderstand Stoicism. They think Stoics are emotionless robots, neither sad, angry, nor anxious, as if their emotions have been turned off. But real Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's a way of life, a powerful lens to view the world through, which has remained relevant for over 2,000 years. Stoicism teaches us to process emotions instead of suppressing them. It helps us develop a unique perspective on life, one that transforms how we experience the world. Everyone's experiences are different, so naturally everyone's perspectives differ, but Stoicism gives us the tools to use every experience to grow into a better version of ourselves. The universal appeal of Stoicism. Unlike other philosophical ideas that were confined to royal courts or elite schools, Zeno's philosophy was for everyone. Whether you were a slave or a king, Stoicism was designed to improve your life. And because of this inclusivity, Stoicism spread far and wide, producing legendary thinkers like Epictetus, a former slave whose name means acquired, Seneca, a brilliant statesman, Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of the most powerful rulers of his time. A philosophy for an unpredictable world. The world is filled with unexpected events, and our emotions often mislead us. Think about it. Why do we feel unhappy? Because unexpected things happen. Take rain, for example. Is rain inherently bad? No. It hydrates plants, cools the temperature, and provides water for livestock. But if it catches us without an umbrella, we get frustrated. Why? Because we didn't anticipate it. However, once we learn to accept that rain will happen sooner or later, it stops bothering us. Stoicism teaches the same lesson. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Accept it. By visualizing and accepting the worst outcomes, we become mentally strong. An exercise in mental toughness, voluntary discomfort. One of the most interesting Stoic practices is voluntary discomfort. The goal is to train your mind to handle hardship gracefully. How? Sleep on the floor instead of your bed. Take cold showers even when you prefer hot water. Walk or take public transport instead of driving your car. By intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, you remove the fear of losing material comforts. This practice teaches you that no matter how tough life gets, a strong mindset will help you not only survive but thrive. Focus on what matters. In a world filled with advertisements convincing us that happiness comes from owning the latest gadgets, cars, or clothes, Stoicism reminds us of a fundamental truth. Happiness doesn't come from external things. If your happiness depends on material possessions, you hand over your joy to things that can break, be stolen, or disappear. True happiness comes from valuing your existence, not what you own. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. Seneca once wrote, "When you learn to live with less, you make room for what truly matters. Declutter your life of unnecessary people and things, and you'll find space for meaningful connections and experiences." A key principle of Stoicism is to maintain a calm mind in every situation. Why? Because while we can't control most things in life, how we react to them is always in our control. Epictetus famously said, "Life's greatest task is to distinguish between what's within our control and what's not. Work hard toward your goals, but remember, your effort is within your control. The outcome is not. For example, let's say you're a content creator. You write a script, make a video, edit it, create an eye-catching thumbnail, and finally upload it. Until the moment you hit upload, everything is in your control. But after that, success depends on your audience. If you measure success by effort instead of outcome, you'll find freedom. Stoics don't measure success by wealth. For them, true wealth is contentment, the ability to live a happy life without being dependent on money or possessions. Stoicism revolves around four main virtues: wisdom, understanding what's within your control and what's not; courage, facing challenges and resisting temptations; temperance, knowing when enough is enough; justice, treating others fairly and causing no harm. Stoicism teaches us that we're here to help one another, not to harm. Great leaders like Nelson Mandela embodied these principles. After being imprisoned for 27 years, he forgave his captors instead of seeking revenge. This is the Stoic mindset. Control your reactions, live with integrity, and focus on what truly matters. In the end, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a way of life that offers resilience, clarity, and peace in an unpredictable world.